Welcome to brewersfriend.com. Enjoy great homebrew using our professional brewing software that lets you brew with total confidence. Let's get started. Once you log in to brewersfriend.com, click New Beer Recipe from the top menu. Go ahead, give your recipe a unique name, and identify its author or source. Next, we're going to dial in the specs for our brew. Select if you use the U.S. Imperial or metric system of measurement. This will change your options when determining water volumes and other measurements. Below that field, select your brewing method. Brewer's Friend supports extract, brew in a bag, partial mash, and all grain brewing. The brew method selected will determine what brewing steps are generated once you finish your recipe. Under that field is where you enter your final batch size and pre-boil volume. The final batch size can be adjusted to equal the total volume in the kettle before it's strained or the total volume drained into the fermenter. Next, identify the style of beer you are brewing and its subcategory. This option will help you determine if your recipe is within style guidelines. Finally, enter your boil time and your efficiency. If you're not sure of the efficiency you're hitting, click the question mark to the right and load the frequently asked questions page. Hitting question mark in brewersfriend.com will load questions related to that subject. In this instance, the question mark pulls up exactly how to dial in your efficiency based on your brewing method. The orange toggle will allow your recipe to autosave, a handy feature if you make changes to your recipe and don't always remember to save. The green toggle will allow you to choose to share your recipe or to keep it private. With Brewer's Friend, you can add your favorite recipes by adding your grain bill below, or choose to build your own recipe by choosing the original gravity or alcohol by volume and add your grain from there. This recipe calls for 12 pounds of American 2-row, half a pound of Crystal 10, and 1 pound Garapils. As you can see in this section, every time I add grain, Brewer's Friend calculates the estimated gravity, alcohol percentage, IBUs, and color and SRM. This last section will let you know if your recipe matches the style guidelines you previously selected. Now that we've identified all fermentables, let's dial in our mash schedule. Change the mash thickness per your recipe, then enter your mash temperature, mash method, how long you're mashing, and the water volume. Add any notes or mash guidelines to identify any special steps or instructions. Brewer's Friend calculates the total mash and sparge volumes, making brew day's water calculations a breeze. Okay, time to add some hops. For this recipe, we're using 1 ounce of Columbus at 60 minutes, 1 ounce Centennial at 10 minutes, 1 ounce of Simcoe at 10 minutes, and 2 ounces of Citra at flame out. For each hop you add, you're able to search from Brewer's Friend's database, preloaded with the latest hops and their alpha acid percentage. Select the hops you're using, the type of hop, and the hop method for each addition. Your options will change based on the hop method, allowing you to dial in exactly how you're adding your hops. Next, let's add the yeast that turns your wort into beer. Just like Brewer's Friend's hop database, we stay up to date with the latest yeast strains and manufacturers. Choose your yeast from our extensive list and enter how much you're pitching. Click the link below to gather more information about yeast pitch rate and making a starter. After adding our yeast, finish up with any unique ingredients like special flavor additions, fining agents, herbs, spices, basically anything you add in your beer. Choose the amount, time, and usage for each addition to finish out your recipe. The integrated water calculator with predicted mash pH is below and will be covered in the next video tutorial, or you can click the tooltip next to it for instructions on its use in your brewing. Be sure to include any special details or notes to help on brew day. When satisfied, save your recipe. After saving, this recipe will be available for future brew days. When that day comes, simply pull up your recipe, then hit the green Brew button. Enter your brew session details, then continue for step-by-step brew day instructions. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Brewer's Friend tutorials and videos to make sure you're brewing with total confidence.